A Russian warship has fired at a German helicopter, increasing fears of World War III. The crew of the Russian ship fired signal ammunition at the military aircraft over the Baltic Sea, the German press agency in Brussels reported. This act comes amid rising tensions between the Kremlin and NATO countries, with UK and US missiles used by Ukraine in the war against Russia. Germany has been reorganizing their military so it's ready for war, according to the defense minister. Signal ammunition is typically only used by vessels in emergency situations. Russia has also been accused in recent months of jamming GPS signals in the Baltic Sea, the Black Sea, and Eastern Mediterranean. A Russian
Breaking news coming out today, December the 2nd, 2024, as we are hearing that there are major conflicts around the world, the United States issuing threats and being threatened today. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest headlines so you can see exactly what is taking place. Take a look at this. Coming out today, Trump has warned that there will be all hell to pay if hostages are not released by January 20th. And yes, this is a threat to Hamas, who is a proxy group of Iran. So we're hearing that right now Trump is issuing some stern statements saying that you need to release these hostages. We need to get them back. We need to take care of this situation. And if it is not done by the time I am in office, there will be all hell to pay. Trump putting his foot down right now with Hamas and with Iran. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, this comes as well as I shared with you that there was a ceasefire that was made, I think it was the day before Thanksgiving, if I remember correctly, between Israel and Hezbollah, and we're hearing that ceasefire violations have taken place left and right. Over 50 of them we're hearing are being reported, and it does not look like these proxy groups, they are holding to their word. Surprise, surprise. So we are hearing that Israel is saying that there could be conflict arising yet again, and Trump now issuing threats on behalf of the United States and Israel, warning of what could be coming here. Now, in addition to that, it is not just with the conflict in the Middle East, but we're also hearing that there are threats going back and forth between the U.S. and Russia. Take a look at this. Kremlin says that Trump threats to the BRICS nations over the U.S. dollar will backfire. Putin saying that Trump is going to put major tariffs and stop the de-dollarization, get the U.S. dollar back on track. He's going to stop BRICS. Putin saying no, that is not going to happen. It is going to backfire. We had heard Putin say it is time for the new world. The U.S. is the old world, and Putin is going to be leading us into the new world with the BRICS nation. There's going to be de-dollarization, and it is time for a new ultimate power over Earth. Putin leading the charge on this. However, as I mentioned, Donald Trump is saying no, that is not going to happen. So Putin and Trump kind of butting heads here as to who's going to be not only the nuclear but also economic power on Earth. And this comes as I've shared with you, Russia has issued warnings to the U.S. over catastrophic nuclear exchange scenarios that could unfold. And I shared with you that we had just received an update from the U.S. government, FEMA, releasing that information, sharing with us what to do in preparation for nuclear radiation exposure if there is a nuclear.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing salutations to the hopefully elect. So it's the brother Azariah, back with another lesson through the Spirit, news and prophecy, just going into a few things. And war escalations at an all-time high in the earth right now. As you saw, Russian warships firing off at German helicopters. You got Trump talking about if hostages aren't released by January 20th, they'll have all hell to pay. All right. You have Putin saying that the sanctions that Trump is going to impose on the BRICS nations, that it's going to backfire. All right. That signaling that the dollar is on the way out, which the dollar has been on the way out for a long time. You see? And these nations think that, okay, the West is the end of this current age and that the new one to come is going to be led by the East. But they're all sadly mistaken, because none of these heathen nations are going to be next up to rule. Who's going to be next up to rule? The Israelites, Yasha Allah. And these heathen, they're going to be subject unto the throne of David. All right, so they're all deceived, man. As it is written, the deceived and the deceiver are his. So we live in a time that's very volatile. All right, things continue to escalate left and right. And as the men of the Lord have been telling you, man, this is the point of no return. Let's get 2nd Ezra 16. Started off like this. 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. Now this right here is a precept to Matthew the 24th chapter. Okay, when the disciples came and they asked of Yahushua, what is the sign of your coming? Like, what things can we look forward to in the earth? And Yahushua told them what? There's going to be wars and rumors of wars. There's going to be famine. There's going to be pestilence. It's going to be all manner of wickedness going on in the earth. It's going to be like the days of Noah, right? The same sentiment is being echoed here by the prophet Ezra. And mind you, he's seeing the vision of the last days, right? He's seeing all the things that was taking place in the earth, which Yahushua told the disciples of. So it says the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, judgment. All right. So in the earth right now, things are really heating up. All right, check this out. This is from Zero Hedge. World War III is heating up on several fronts, but most Americans have no idea. And that's the thing about it. These Babylonians, they don't care. As long as they can eat, as long as they can watch the NFL, the NBA, they don't give a damn about what's going on overseas, even though what's happening overseas is going to affect you directly here. So reading, it says, in recent months, quite a few pundits have been openly warning us that World War III has begun. Sadly, those pundits are quite correct. Right now, a historic global struggle is being waged by two powerful alliances. The Western Alliance, which is made up of NATO and the EU. All right, the Beast, made up of the United States, Europe, Israel, and their allies, is engaged in a battle for supremacy with the, quote, Eastern Alliance, made up of Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, Syria, and their allies. Over the past week, this battle for supremacy has erupted on a couple of new fronts, but most Americans have no idea what is really going on. And that's, these Americans, they're oblivious. You see, over there in Europe right now, those European states, those EU states, they're warning their citizens of nuclear war. They're warning their citizens of preparing for the worst case scenario. Over here in America, the government is not telling its citizens to prepare for war. All right, because they really want you to be in the dark until this thing hits you like a freight train. And, you never had, you never stood a chance. You see, just look at what is happening in Syria. Most Americans have no idea that radical Sunni Muslims backed by the Western Alliance just conducted a highly successful offensive on Syria's second largest city and are threatening to overthrow the Assad regime once and for all. You see, now you ask the average American, do they know this? Of course they don't know. All right. But this goes to show you that the day of the Lord is truly going to come as a thief in the night for these people, because they're not watching for the signs of the times. All right. The men of the Lord, we're watching. The sincere believers are watching as well. So we already know what time it is. We don't need nobody to tell us that we're in the last days. We don't need nobody to tell us that we're on the brink of World War III. All right. Because we're walking in the spirit. We're following the spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai. The Syrian military and its ally, Russia, conducted deadly joint air raids Monday on areas that Islamist-led rebels seized control of over the weekend. The strikes were a response to a lightning offensive by the rebels that saw them wrest control of swaths of northwest Syria from government forces. All right. So look, man, World War III is already on. You see, now nuclear war is on the table. Okay, you have these nations talking about nuclear warfare. You see, you have Iran now. They're rapidly developing their nuclear arsenal. Okay, because why? They're gonna use it. You see, these nations that have nuclear capabilities, do you believe that they're gonna sit on these nukes for much longer? Man, hell no. Listen, right now, best believe, all right, if for the Lord put his spirit on Putin to press the red button, then he would do it. Because this whole Ukraine war, this thing has been going on for longer than it really needs to be. And if it was really up to Putin, then me personally, I believe that he would have already pressed that red button. All right. But of course, everything is according to the Most High's will, and in its proper timing. So of course, we know that nuclear war is not going to pop off full scale until the mark comes into the picture. All right, until Jacob's trouble breaks out, full fledged. You see, but yeah, listen, you have wars on many fronts that America is involved in. All right, they've stretched themselves thin. They got too many conflicts going on. They don't have the military power to fight all these battles at one time. And we always go back to it. Ancient Rome. What happened with ancient Rome? Their military was spread so thin, in fact, that the homeland's borders was wide open, and the enemy was able to come in and break them down. You see, well, the same thing's happening to America. America is really self-destructing from within. All right, but you have all these conflicts going on around the world. People in uproars. Let's go to 2nd Esdras 9. All right, because the scriptures tell you that when you see uproars of the people, all right, because right now, also what a lot of people don't know is that you have pretty much all nations, man. They're going through some type of protest. You know what I'm saying? With France, their government pretty much just broke down. Okay, they don't have a government right now. All right, because the citizens there, they're protesting the Emmanuel Macron led WEF agenda. You see, the people in France, which we've gone into this many times dealing with France and those EU nations, the WEF, they're pushing that NWO hardcore over there in Europe. All right, they're Xing out the farmers. You see, they're taking away people's pensions. They're raising the age of retirement. They're doing a lot of egregious things to the people. And the French, if you know anything about history, then you know that the French, they've always been in that rebellious spirit. All right, the French know how to rebel. All right, so these things, man, all these things speak to biblical prophecy. 2nd Esdras 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, pursuant to what? Prophecy, right? Verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand. See, so the point that we're at now, you should well understand what? That the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right, so you should well understand these things now because you're seeing it happen in real time. Listen, everything is on the table, man. The MOTB is on the table. World War III is on the table. Famine is on the table. Diseases taking out millions of people is on the table. You see, this wasn't the case 100 years ago. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't even the case 15, 20 years ago, but it's the case now. All right, all these things are ready to come forth, man. Yahweh Bashmel Shah has lined up everything to be fulfilled. All right, so listen, Lord will, we be out of here by next year, man. All right, because listen, 2025 is about to be a wild ride. You know what I'm saying? Especially for those that are not tapped into Yahweh Bashmel Shah. It's going to be a very rough time, man. Just think about the tariffs that Trump is about to put on these nations once he gets into office. And he's talking about day one. 100% tariffs on the BRICS nations, 30-40% tariffs on imports coming in from Canada and Mexico. So the price of everything that you buy and own is going to go up exorbitantly. All right. So everybody's going to feel this, from the rich to the poor. All right. But this is all the plan to get you to bow the knee to the image of Baal. All right. These devils got to make life hard for you so that you can cry out for a solution. You know what I'm saying? So where was I at? Yeah, verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. Once again, prophecy. Okay. Now, check this out, right? Unknown flu-like disease deletes at least 79 people in Congo. At least 79 people have died from an unknown disease that is causing flu-like symptoms in southwestern Democratic Republic of Congo, the health ministry says. Now, this right here, I wouldn't be surprised if E is behind this. All right, because we know that the Edomites, they're all up in Africa. All right, doing all kind of experiments and research. Africa is pretty much the testing ground for E. All right, they like to go over there, you know what I'm saying, and do their experiments, release certain diseases, you know what I'm saying, to get a gauge of how it would affect people in America and the EU. All right, so this mysterious disease, and ultimately we understand that even if it is E doing this thing, just being a devil, it's really Yahweh Shemel Shai that allowed this devil to put this pathogen out there to delete people. All right. But these Edomites are known, all right, and it's common knowledge that they have biolabs set up in Africa, all right, and it's even common knowledge that they have biolabs set up in all 50 U.S. states, all right. So this mysterious outbreak of this disease, all right, killed 79 people so far. No doubt they're lowballing the numbers, but this is the judgment of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Furthermore, going into what Yahweh Shai prophesied of would happen in the last days, that there will be pestilence, diseases all over the place. Right now, disease is at an all-time high. You see? Let's go here as well. All right. This is from Reuters, and it says, special report, an elaborate global system exists to prevent famine. It's failing. You see that? So look, everything that you can look to in the earth, it directly goes back to biblical prophecy. Okay. Didn't we just read in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, the beginning of sorrows and mournings, right? Matter of fact, let's go to Matthew. All right. Matthew 24, classic. All right. This lesson not anything too deep, just news and prophecy. Right, Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay. Saying you got people losing their homes. You got people that's just look at what happened with the Hurricane Helene. People still out there in North Carolina, can barely get food, still living in tents. They don't got no way to get their life back. They've pretty much been, broke down to ground zero. Okay, which that's the judgment of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. But yeah, this global system that is set up to prevent famine, it's all breaking down. Why is that? Because we're at the end of this age. Okay. So these nations now, they're starting to catch hell. Now they're starting to feel the wrath of Yahweh Shemel Shai, which, hey, it's been a long time coming. Okay, because all these nations got to live good off of the backs of Jake, all right, and made no account of our labor. See, now the Most High is repaying you devils, man. Okay, now the Most High is repaying you heathen, okay, for taking us down, all right. It says, as hunger crisis sweep parts of the developing world this year, the technocratic assumptions on which the IPC warning system rests are colliding with messy and brutal realities. In March, the IPC warned that famine was imminent in northern Gaza. In August, it said famine had taken hold in part of Sudan's North Darfur state. Nevertheless, UN officials said in early November that the entire population of northern Gaza was at, quote, imminent risk of dying from disease, famine, and violence. Okay, once again, echoing 2nd Ezra 16 and Matthew 24. Okay, disease, pestilence, famine, and violence. Okay, great death in the earth. In Darfur, little aid has reached Zamzam, a famine-stricken camp for displaced people, and it's estimated 500,000 residents are at risk of dying or of hunger-related causes. Goddamn. You see that? So, look, 500,000 people, man, are at risk of going back to the spirit world. All right? And matter of fact, let's just do this as well, because there's a lot of plagues that's hitting the earth right now. There's a lot of plagues, hitting the earth. Let's do this. And that juice is at the forefront, man. That juice is at the forefront of destroying these people. All right? Yeah, that's that headline right there. French government collapses as millions rise up and reject the WEF agenda. All right, so look, the truth is coming out. These devils, they've been found out. It's pretty much common knowledge now of the things that are happening in these Western nations. It's all to set up the NWO. All right, so this is no longer a conspiracy. It's no longer crazy talk. This is reality now that you got to face. All right, let me see here. Yeah, UN declares war on climate skeptics, unveils massive war chest to control narrative. These devils are out of their mind. All right, look at that. And they're all Edomites. You see? They're all Edomites, man. Esau through. All right, check that out. I'm not going to read that, but you see what it say. All right? And hey, this is all from the juice, okay, that they rolled out a few years ago. Russia claims Ukraine involved in Syrian conflict. Wow, check that out. And look, the cold part about it is, right, these individuals that push that juice to the people, they knew exactly what the hell they was doing. All right, they knew exactly what they was doing, man. But see, now they can come out and they can admit that, yeah, we did sell you bullshit. All right, but hey, what you gonna do about it? You already took it. The damage has already been done. All right, then they're gonna be given pardons and immunity. Fauci, he's definitely gonna get off scot-free. All right, because they should have been, got him roped up, but he's about to walk. Right, Putin calls out Biden for escalating war in Ukraine just as Trump is about to take office. All right. Oh, well, damn. Check this out. Obama named his first world leader to be prosecuted in Diddy, the diddler, pedo. Yeah, but you see, this is why we told you, right? Diddy, they just threw him out there as the face for child rape and freakism. But see, he's not the only one. Okay, he's just one cog in the wheel, man. All right, he's one amongst many. And Obama with his freaky ass, man. All right, that faggot. You know what I'm saying? This dude right here, even before this whole Diddy thing came out, people been knowing about Obama, man. You know what I'm saying? People been knowing about Obama from years back. Right, but this nigga was the president, though. He was supposed to be the first black president. And this nigga is out here, committing all type of vile acts. You know what I'm saying? This is a wicked world, man. Yeah, kill Gates. All these people are devils, man. Hey, guess what? Yahweh Shmuel Shai got all these people's cards. Dramatic fall in birth rates recorded. Hey, look, man. Yahweh Shmuel Shai is working. Okay, he's cutting off the generations because this is the last generation. Okay. And this is mainly due to that juice as well. Everybody that took that juice, that they've been made sterile. Women can fertilize eggs. The man's seed, can't swim. All right, so these devils have, fucked you people up, man. You see? Yeah, we seen that. Oh yeah, see, Fauci admits none of the. You see what it says there. Oh man, see what that says. So look, what more do you need to see? What more do you need to see, man? These individuals that are running the planet, okay, which are the Edomites, they are hell bent on destroying the earth and destroying the people. And Esau, didn't Esau tell you earlier this year that they're gonna accomplish knocking off majority of the earth population by 2025? Well, you're already seeing it happening. All right. And I believe in 2025 that they're going to activate some type of frequency that's going to knock off, everybody that took that juice. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do something, man, to where you're going to be seeing death like you've never seen it before. All right. It's going to be more death going on than actual war. You see? Because, hey, these Edomites, okay, furthermore, Yahweh Bashmel Shah wants to depopulate the earth of these wicked individuals. And the scriptures say, whosoever perish being innocent. All right, let's see if we can get that. Being innocent. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? All right, so everybody that dies, that was sanctioned by Yahweh Bashmel Shai. All right. And nobody that dies on this earth can say that they were innocent. All right. Not even a newborn baby. All right. A newborn baby, if something happens, to that child, then he's paying for a sin that he committed in his past life. Okay. The scriptures go into that. That's another lesson. But we pay for the sins of our past lives, man. Okay. So look. We're in a time of great judgment that's coming down upon this earth. And everybody that don't know the Lord, you about to know Yahweh Bashmel Shai real soon. And, it's going to be an up close and personal type of thing. Okay? Because the Lord has had enough of these, wicked ass people, man. All right? Because right now, the earth is in the worst shape that it's ever been in. 2nd Ezra chapter 5. In verse 1, it says, nevertheless is coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come, that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, okay, by way of war, by way of famine, by way of pestilence, disease, you see, and by way of E. All right, because E, he's what? He's the sword of the Most High. So the Most High is going to use E to do a lot of these people in, all right, in a great number. And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. You see, there's going to come a time where the prophet's not going to be speaking no more, all right, where the men of the Lord are going to be silent. And guess what? In that day, it tells you in Amos 8 and 11, there's going to come a famine of hearing the word. And in that day, people are going to be running. They're actually going to seek the prophets, but they're not going to be able to be found, all right, because you abused the grace period while you had liberty to repent and to learn the truth and to apply it to gain a relationship with Yahweh Bashmel Shai. These people put it off, and guess what? In that day, since you didn't accept Yahweh Bashmel Shai as your safety and refuge, guess what? You're going to be on your own, okay? Since you trusted in yourself or you trusted in whatever other God that you proclaimed, Allah, Buddha, whatever the case may be, or even yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they make gods of themselves. All right, thinking that they can save themselves, man. But guess what? In that day, the Most High is going to let you people have it. Okay, the Most High is going to give you over unto whatever strong delusion that you chose to believe. And guess what? You're going to be taken in a great number. Verse 2, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. All right, so bottom line, The Lord is coming for you people. All right. The Lord is about to pull a lot of people cars, and hey, there's about to be a lot of new, souls back in the spirit world, man. All right. Or old souls, should I say. All right. Because we've all been here before. Verse 8, there shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. All right. Let me see. I think it's this chapter as well. Is that oh no, Salakia. That's 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. Let me grab that real quick, and we can close out on that. Because listen, man, we're in a time of great miseries, man, where people catching pure hell. And this is only the beginning. All right. 2025, the hell is going to be taken to the next level, to where a lot of people is going off they self. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are going to be just confused, just bugged out here. All right. Which you've seen it now, but how much more when certain things come down the pipe. 2nd Ezra 8 and verse 50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Okay, so that pride is going to do these people in, man. Once again, thinking that you can save yourself, thinking that you don't need Yahweh Bashmi Oshai. Okay, scoffing at the prophets, scoffing at the word. Okay, the Lord is going to give you over unto whatever that you believe in that day. And guess what? It's all going to be vanity. Okay, none of that will be able to save you, man. Your money, your guns, your ammo. Okay, ain't none of that going to save you, man. See, those things are going to work against you, actually, because, hey, these people actually believe that they can somehow, sidestep the judgment of Yahweh Bashmi Oshai because they have these certain things. Well, guess what? The Lord is going to mock you, and he's going to laugh at you when your calamity comes, man. Okay, because you don't even know what the hell is going on. You see, here it is. We're in World War III, and you still got Jake in America talking about some generational wealth. Like, your head is in the wrong place. Okay, your spirit is still inclined towards this world, and guess what? If you trust in this world, if you love it here, you're gonna die here. All right, point blank, period. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the Rakah Kadash, call halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. And until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect, Kum Yasha'Allah, and a Bible ball. Shalom on to the next one.